Hey everyone, so today is VEDA day 25. I had a doctor appointment today, and so I figured I'd make a video about that. I'll be 37 weeks tomorrow, so I'll do my 37-week update either tomorrow or Saturday. I'd like to do it tomorrow, but my app doesn't tell me much different until the day after, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so I went to my appointment today, and it was with the nurse practitioner rather than my doctor. I was going to ask her to check me if she wasn't going to do it already, but that didn't happen. First of all, my appointment was at 3:30, and she didn't come in until 4:15. Because there was another patient she was trying to help. It was very hectic with her, with that other patient. And I could tell, and so I didn't do it. But the heart rate was at 156, I think. And I asked her about the measurements. This time I measured 34 centimeters, which is okay because last time it was 33, and she said that at 36 weeks it can start to actually be lower number because, sorry about that, I'm actually watching another child right now, and so I had to deal with that and come in this room real quick to finish up. So, where I was saying that it's okay that the measurement is 34 because at 36 weeks, around 36 weeks the baby drops, which would then make the numbers smaller, obviously of the size of the uterus because it is engaged into the pelvis. And so that's what she had told me. And it definitely made me feel better. She said that I was measuring 34, so it was in a normal range. But anyway, and then at the end of my appointment, she had actually said, "Oh, do you know when you're supposed to call us?" And I said, "Well, yeah, kind of." And she goes on to tell me, you're leaking fluid, baby's not moving regularly, and once your contractions are like 3 to 4 minutes apart. She said, because tomorrow will be a term pregnancy, so it could happen anytime. So I said, well, last time at my doctor appointment, I asked him what to do, if I should call or if I should just go to labor and delivery. And he told me not to call, just to go, because I know when I'm in labor, I know if my water breaks, blah, blah, blah. And she says, oh, well, that would be pointless, because they're gonna send you home if you're not at 4 centimeters yet, which right now I'm at 2, or I was last week. I wasn't checked this time. And I lost my mucus plug since then, so that makes me think I've dilated even more. So, yeah. And she said, if your contractions are irregular, blah, blah, and I'm like, well, with my daughter, my contractions were irregular as I was pushing. So, I mean, I never had regular contractions with my daughter. But, I was told that my contractions were 6 minutes apart or one on top of the other, and so it was hard to know which times I should push because I'd be sitting there waiting forever, or I'd be pushing and then I'd have to start all over again. So yes, a typical pregnancy, a typical labor would be that you have regular contractions, but not everyone does, obviously, because I don't. So maybe because she didn't know that, that's why she said those things. But I'm going to go by what my doctor told me and not by what she told me. I like her. She's nice. But I haven't been as satisfied with her as I am with my doctor multiple times now. So I'll just go by what he says. This is my third baby that he's going to be delivering. So, you know, he's been there. Anyway, but at the end of my appointment, I was getting ready to, or she was writing, you know, for me to come back in a week. And the nurse comes in and says, "Oh, we need you really fast. The lady is seizing." So I'm glad I didn't ask her to check me, because obviously either that wouldn't have happened, or I would have been there another hour, or, you know, I felt nervous for that lady. You know, what was going on, I don't know. It's not my business to know, you know. But I was like, all right, I'm out of here. So I left and I went to go make my next appointment. And while I was out there making my next appointment, the nurse that had gone in and got the nurse practitioner came out and said, "We need the cardiac crash cart, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, it was just, I feel so bad for the lady. They're having a hard time finding the baby's heartbeat, and then she starts seizing and they need a crash cart. It's just crazy. And the OBGYN's not there. It was just the nurse practitioner. So I really hope everything's okay with her. I don't know her. I don't know who she was. I just know that I can't imagine being where she is. So very, very happy that I'm not doing that, but very, very sad for her. So anyway, she'll be in my thoughts, that's for sure. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow to do my update, or whatever I do tomorrow. So I will see you all then. Alright, bye.